Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is Triple T Thursday. I am coming at you again. I'm very excited for today's episode because it is like a throwback old school YouTube type of thing where we do a question and answer. I love these because this is just a time for me to chill and hang out with y'all and find out like what's on your mind, what's new, what's happening, maybe give you a little bit of like updates on what's going on with me. So I'm really excited to do this one. I tried on Instagram. I didn't give it enough time though to say like, hey guys, have questions, give them to me. So I will check there as well. So I'm excited that you're all here. So hello to Briola. I haven't seen you in a while. Tech for your needs. Baron. Nice to see all of you here. So of course we are going to play the very first game of the night, which is always what's in your cup. It is Thirsty Thursday, right? So let's talk about this. What is in your cup out there today, people? Let me know. And I apologize. I don't know if anybody saw me go live and then go live again. I had a little bit of an issue, as we sometimes always do. And yeah, I was working on it, but I was able to reuse my settings, and I think we should be good. Oh, there's no sound. People are saying there's no sound. Is that right? Let's see here. Tell me if you can hear me. Let me bring up my audio. It doesn't say that I'm muted, so people out there let me know if you can hear me. So A.L. Fisher is saying that there's no volume. So everyone out there who's listening right now, will you tell me if you can hear me? You can hear me? Okay, good. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the weird thing where I had to restart my stream. So A.L., if you're still out there, please let me know, and we'll see. Hopefully it will get better. So we're playing What's in Your Cup. So actually, let me also go on and pull up those comments. Yes, you can hear me. Excellent. Yes, Corruption SAR Network. That is quite the name. Thank you for that. Oh, and you know what? I have to do one other thing today. I wanted to share this with you guys and gals. If you are not on about this tea, and I don't know, put in the comment section if you are a tea lover or not. If you don't like tea, this tea is for you. And if you do like tea, this tea is for you. So they have it as like, this is the tea for people who even say that they don't like tea. So this is the Market Spice Cinnamon Orange. It's their classic tea. They are from, you can get it in Pike Place Market. This is the loose leaf because I want to show you guys something that I got, but this is their signature blend. It's so good if you're into kind of a cinnamony orange clove type of tea. This is a good one. Don't mess around with others, and this is the one. And of course, I want to show you guys. Wait, let me take off the lid on the cup. So tell me what's in your cup too. Tell me what's in your cup. But I was going to show you guys this. For loose leaf tea, they have these reusable tea bag things that are like stainless steel that you can fill your tea. Oops, and then you can yeah, and that's how you do your tea bag. So I thought that was kind of ingenious, and I would let you guys know. SAR Guy says they are a tea guy. Excellent. If you have never tried the Market Spice original blend, you're gonna have to check that out. Let me know what's in your guys' cup. What is in your cup? OKF Farmers Aloe Vera Original. Oh yeah, aloe vera juice. Yes, it's so good. So while I do one thing, because there's an overlay that I'm supposed to bring in, I'm going to play you guys a song 1 second because if you guys did not see it, I did an interview with my friend Scott Peachy, aka Lord Peachy, aka Technically Speaking, and we did a live stream on Monday. We were talking about ways to use eCam that you may not have ever thought of before. If you caught that, raise your hand up in the comment section. I want to know that you guys caught that. It's a really good one. So if you're thinking of getting into live streaming and you're just not quite sure, we were listing a whole bunch of ways and reasons that you might want to get into live streaming or how you can use it to either for your betterment of your business or brand or any of that on your channel. And I have some news that I'm going to share with y'all later, which if anybody wants to take a peek in the description box, you'll probably get a hint as to what that is. But I digress. 1 second. Let me play the song, and then we're going to get into, and if you have questions, drop your questions in the comment section, and we're going to bust through as many cues and try to A them while we're together. So hold on 1 second. Let me pull up a song, and then I can also find my overlay, and then we will get down to business. Every time I wear this sweater, I don't know if you see it, I've got these like fuzzies flying off of my sweater, and then it's awful. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, okay. Anyways, 1 second. I'm gonna play you a song. I need a longer song. Oh, this is the one. This is the one I want. I'm not good enough at labeling them the correct thing, so bear with me. All right, here we go. So Pixelpia is in the house saying we have competition because D is doing a members only. Oh, gotcha. All right. No, I totally understand. You know, if you need to watch D, absolutely get your time in over there. I understand. Oh no, I didn't lock my scene, and then it just tried to jump it around and move. All right, so let me know if you guys have questions down there. You said you have done over 100 live streams now, and you record your weekly video. Yes, so we're gonna jump into this, and I'm gonna tell you guys and gals out there that I am such a fan of live video now that where was I talking about this? I was saying that I would rather transition all of my content to doing lives. I know the algorithm isn't exactly probably the biggest fan of that, but I just like interacting with you and talking with you, and I just think it's a much better way to do it. Plus, you don't have to sit there and edit, and I know it's kind of funny because someone who has an editing course is like, I don't want to edit. Oh, yay. Okay, A.L. Fisher did say now that there is audio on the video, so that makes me feel better. Excellent. Although, why does it say Ipsy Glam Bag Plus in the description? That's not what we want. That's not what we want. But anyways, I'll have to come back and fix it. If you guys have questions, let's try and do those together. And yeah, I think that would be fun. Yay. I am glad to see, though, that we got audio, we got video, we got it all, people. We got it all. Let me just make sure. It says, are you using OBS or Yardstream? That's funny. That was cute. Okay. So if you want to talk about live stream gear, absolutely. Let's do that. I stream using Ecamm and Restream. So tonight, right now, currently, and why I'm on my phone is because I'm checking Facebook. We're also on Twitch. We're on Periscope while it still lasts for the next few months. We're on YouTube. We're in my private Facebook page, all of that. So we're all of these places at the same time through the power of using Restream, who is a channel sponsor. So I want to make sure I give them some love. If you guys didn't know, you can get started with 14 days free of Ecamm using the link down below in my description. You can also get, they have a free version of Restream, which helps you to broadcast to more places, as well as if you use my link, you get $10 off a month. So like your standard first month, instead of paying $19, you only have to pay $9. So if you want to check that out, you should definitely check out the link. And thank you to Restream for being a channel sponsor. But that's how I set up all of my scenes and everything like that. I do it inside of Ecamm, and then I cycle through the streams and I push it out to YouTube and all the same places by doing a custom RTMP endpoint, and I point it at Restream, which has all of the things set up. Now, if that sounds complicated to you, I was going to talk about this at the end of the video, but let's talk about it now. Live streaming is like, I'm so in love with live streaming. You guys know that because I've been doing it so much, and especially for the past few months or so, I have decided that I want everyone to love live streaming as much as I love live streaming, or just consider doing it more. So if you're someone who's been thinking about doing live streaming, but you're not exactly sure where to start, or you want a safe place to practice, I am creating a Facebook group. I just literally put this together last night, so there's nothing in there yet. There's no members yet, it's just me. But I put a link in the description, and if you're on Facebook right now, you'll find it linked under like my groups. It looks like my description. I put the wrong description box. But if you're on YouTube, there is a link hopefully to the Facebook group, and it's called Keep It Simple Streaming. So it's the KISS group on Facebook, and it's just going to be a safe place where we can maybe do like a weekly challenge, like just a live stream for 30 seconds, you know, what you ate today or something like that. I haven't really thought it all out yet, because I was just thinking about this last night. I was like, we need a place where you can just go in and have fun live streaming, and, you know, if you want to get feedback, and if you don't want to, you know, just like know that there's a place where you can go live and like practice and actually see like, what does my lighting look like, or all that stuff. And we keep it super simple dimple, and the only rules are like, don't be mean to one another, and you know, don't share things outside of the group, because it's supposed to just be for us, you know. So a safe spot, or if you know, if someone tells you something, like, don't go out blabbing and be a town crier about it. So it's just a safe little group, hopefully. We'll keep it real small, and I'm thinking maybe we'll just have some fun little challenges or something, and then you have to answer the questions to get into the group, okay? But the questions, there's like 3 of them. It's like, how comfortable are you with live streaming? It's like, I've never live streamed. Or if you're on the other end of that spectrum and you're like, I'm super totally comfortable with live streaming, and I would be willing to help coach or mentor or, you know, answer questions for people, let me know that, because I'd be happy to, you know, have you ask questions or go live or do a Q&A. And it's really just, it's a helpful place to be, you know, with other people who are live streamers. And I know that a lot of people are always like, oh, Ecamm is Mac only. So I even thought we can just do some Facebook live streaming inside of there. I can also, I'm going to do a beginner's tutorial series on setting up Restream, because Restream, it's a browser-based streaming service, and then that way we can do stuff like, how do you hook up a YouTube channel? How do I make sure that the comments are showing and are visible? How do I, you know, be able to do a custom RTMP, which that one is a paid thing. So maybe we'll try and keep to some of the like free services. But again, if you wanted to do the join and use my link and get $10 off for a month, we could at least try and walk you through some of the stuff in your first month of streaming. So that's kind of the idea. Let me know what you guys think. I just put a post about it up in the community section on the channel. And so I named the Facebook group, but I just, like I named it in the community tab comment, but I just got the link and everything to the Facebook group, and it's in the description, hopefully, or if you're looking for it on Facebook, it's called Keep It Simple Streaming. So it's KISS. So, let's see what we have here for comments. I'm going to pull this up here on screen. I don't know why it's not showing me the comments, but it says, do you use a camera to record live video? So one thing, because I am recording inside of, well, actually it's a redundant, I guess, because I record inside of Ecamm, it will give me a recorded version of any live video that I do and save it to my computer, and I have the option of saving it as a .mov file or a .mp4 file. You also, just FYI, have the ability to have separate audio tracks, like if you were interviewing someone. So if you're doing a podcast and you want to edit the audio, it's already ripped out for you. You get an audio track, so that's great if you just wanted to upload that to, you know, Anchor or Podbean or Libsyn or something like that. If you're usually doing streaming off of Restream as well, and I am going to do some videos where we go browser-based and we start and go live from inside of the browser, so you don't have to go through like the RTMP server and stuff like that. We're going to do that as well, because I've also done that, and there's tons of cool features, including like built-in countdown clocks, overlays, logos that you can add, And you can play recorded video already. So if you're someone who's already got like a video, you could also do like a talk portion before you play a video. We're talking about this way more than I thought we would, but I'm just saying, FYI, check it out. Don't expect anything when you go into the group yet, because I just set it up today / like 1 o'clock in the morning. So we will build, and we will build the, not curriculum, but like, you know, helpful topics and whatnot as we're all in there. Okay, let's see what this is. So, okay, we've answered the question of OBS and StreamYard, but I was going to say in Restream, you also get a copy of your video as well. They keep it recorded in the cloud, and then you can download it if you want, but because I already have one through Ecamm, I don't need to download it. So, FYI. It says, let's see, could you show using stream elements with Ecamm widgets? You know what? I haven't done that, so I'm a newbie at that completely, so we could either try and see if there's someone in the group who's very familiar with how to do that who could show us, or we could just video ourselves trying to do it live. And, you know, it's like changing the tires of a moving car. We could, what's the worst that could happen? We could give it a shot. Why not? And I don't want you guys to think like, oh, I'm just trying to teach you guys everything about lives, because like there's tons of things I don't know about live streaming, and I have to bring in call a friend and phone a friend all the time. So FYI, we can learn together. Okay. Oh, Steve, you're saying you lost the stream. Are you saying that YouTube lost it, or that like you lost it because you went through like a dead zone when you were traveling? Oh no. If anyone else is out there, tell me if you didn't, if the stream went down, if it went down. Okay. I am Jason Allen says, I love live broadcasts. Shelly, you're a great teacher. Thank you. That's so nice. Okay. Not to toot my own horn, but you guys have to hear this story, okay? You have to hear this story. No one is going to find this interesting, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway, because I have the microphone, so you will listen to every word that I have to say. Do you guys know what movie I'm If you know that movie and that quote, I have the microphone, and you don't, so you will listen to every word I have to say. If you know the movie, put it in the comments. If you know the movie that I'm talking about right there. Those weren't my lines. It's from a movie. But basically, I had, let's see, where was I? I don't even know what prompted it anymore, but I was saying, basically I got a comment saying, why would anybody pay for a course when, oh God, now you're going to make me go look it up. But basically they're saying that why would anybody pay for a course on something that's free? Because I had said maybe somewhere that I have the iMovie Made Easy course. I don't even know all of the context anymore. I'm going to have to go find the video. It's on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok, which, by the way, let me just tell you, follow me on TikTok because I can't remember things. Instagram, Twitter, it's a good time. And now Clubhouse, and we'll talk about Clubhouse too in just a moment. But I'd made this video, and then someone made this comment and said, why would anyone pay for a course? Okay, so first of all, my course, if you don't know, shameless promo here, iMovie Made Easy. It's available, $99. It's, I don't even know how many modules now. It's like 6 hours worth of content, me giving you a whole bunch of clips to edit alongside you. You get that like, subscribe animation like this right here, and you get it included for free as a bonus. And you get a module on how to do iMovie on your like iPad and iPhone. And I was saying the reason that people pay to take courses, and if you didn't know, I ripped out that video and then I made a short out of it. And we can talk about YouTube Shorts as well. And I was saying that, honestly, people sometimes will pay for courses when they see value. And the reason why some people will see value in certain courses is because of efficiency and expediency. And I was saying that if you think about the secrets of life, business, entrepreneurship, online editing, whatever it is, almost all of the content and information and things that people say is probably available somewhere on the internet. At some point in time, someone has said it and someone has captured that, whether that's in a blog post, whether that's in a tweet or an Instagram post or a video, right? You guys tell me about this. And I was like, but what you're paying for, first of all, is the fact that I've said, hey, Johnny, or hey, Susie, if you feel completely uncomfortable and not confident in creating video content, and that is the thing keeping you from making YouTube videos or Instagram videos or whatever it is, I want to save you the time and hassle and heartbreak of combing through hours and hours and endless endpoints online. And I'm going to give you this roadmap and say, if you follow these 10 sequential steps and modules, you're going to go from not knowing anything about editing to, holy crap, I feel like I could conquer the world. Maybe not that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I feel very confident in being able to produce a video that I feel is high enough quality to be on the internet. Okay. And I'm like, that feeling, that bridge from where you want to be to where you'd like to be, that's a number that is expressed for other people, period. And that's up to them to decide if whatever fee someone is charging for that is worth it to them. Because if you think about it, you know, there's health and nutrition coaches, and some of them cost $2,000 and some of them cost $15. And it's about, you know, how much access do I get and how comfortable do I feel and if I feel it's worth the money, right? Because if someone feels that anything is worth the money, then most of the time they feel pretty good about spending that money because they think they're going to get something in exchange that is of value. So, long story long, apparently, because I can't shut up, is I was saying that's what people are paying for. And yes, you could go watch a whole bunch of my content for free. Absolutely. It doesn't necessarily mean it's in order or it's going to be especially beneficial for you to get you from point A to point B. Maybe, maybe not. But I feel like being able to package this, I've put it at a price that I feel really, really good about. In fact, I think sometime this year, I'm not sure when, I'm going to raise the price on it because I was looking at competitors and what other people charge. And I'm like, they're doing like 45 minutes of instruction, not including any of the materials, and charging $197. And I charge $99. And if you like, I was just like, that doesn't even make sense to me. But anyways, I digress. That's up to other people to decide if something feels worth it to them. But I was saying, do you guys still buy courses? If you still buy courses, let me know. And what's the last thing you spent money like on a course on? I'd love to know. I would love to just hear from you. Tea break. Wow, have we really talked for 23 minutes and I've said nothing beneficial? Okay, hold on one second. But in this video, I was saying like, and not to toot my own horn, but I think I happen to think, I have to say, I think I'm a pretty damn good instructor. Although, if you look recently, there was, oh gosh, you guys forget, but like, we read comments, people, and I do try my darndest to respond to so many of them. Like, I will be in the bathtub and like responding to comments, like, because I try to keep up, but it's hard. And things like TubeBuddy and canned responses and stuff for things that you answer quickly and often can be a real godsend. And if you didn't know, if you are responding to comments, you can use the microphone and you can speak your response to someone. So you'll say, thank you for watching, ! What did you like the best? ? And then you can hit the send button and it will populate your text for you. But double check it before you actually hit the send button because sometimes they interpret some weird things or my enunciation is very, very awful. Or both, a combination. But there was a comment last night and they were like, this video, you guys, oh, I should pull it up for you. It said, this video assumes way too much. You assume that the person already knows how to bring a photo into iMovie. You do a bad job at illustrating what buttons you're supposed to click, and you talk way too fast. Very poorly done. And I was feeling last night kind of like in a mood where I was like, I said, well, I happen to think it's a good video. And because I thought that, I put that good video on my channel. Like, if you don't like my video, I hope you really find one that works for you. But at the same time, then last night, I'd put my YouTube short or whatever you want to call it on Instagram as well. And I actually had a student of mine say, hey, I thought that your course was great. It saved me a lot of time and money. And I was happy to pay the money. And I was like, dude, I Instagram DM them, and I'm like, are you cool if I screenshot this? I'm going to put it as like a testimonial. And they were like, yes. But I just thought that was funny because you get all ends of the spectrum. You just can't please everyone. Ever. And so yeah, last night I had someone tell me I was fantastic. I had someone tell me it was like one of the worst videos for education. And then I had myself proclaiming that I thought it was a great teacher. And if you watch the video, my dog is like choking on this hairball. And I was just like, chef's kiss, excellently timed hairball. I don't even know what to say about that. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Sure, why not do your teaching thing? Maybe I missed something there. Yes, the wedding singer. Excellent, Jason Allen. You totally nailed that one. Yes, wedding singer. You got it. Steve Howard Photography says, I need to talk about my course more often. You were there for the live stream. I'm working on it. It's tough, man, because I don't want to feel like I'm shoving it down your throats in some ways, but I know that people, if I don't talk about it and repeatedly, people forget that I have it, and then of course they don't buy things that they don't remember that you have for them. So it's definitely a tough balance. I'm working on that. And then Steve, you said many free products are still complicated, and absolutely. So I want to talk about that because so my friend Jessica Stansberry was talking about how I think it's Bradley Vincent. He sells templates that are done in Keynote that are for eCam overlays, you know, such as all these things and these animated things. And people pay for them because of the fact that it's convenient. Even though Keynote is free, it's so much better to go in and just be able to customize something that was already like kind of done. And it's the same with these Canva templates. She was saying like, hey, they can do it. They can watch a video, just like my subscribe button. I have a video on how to make your own subscribe button. You can do it, but people get so frustrated that they've spent an hour or more trying to learn how to do it that they would rather just give me $6 to say, give me the one that's already finished, let me download it and insert it into my videos. So, I mean, yeah, the program is free to make it, but again, it's about saving people time, money, efficiency. And oh my gosh, I think we have a super chat. We have a button for that. So hold on 1 second. We're gonna do the super chat dance. We're gonna do the super chat dance as soon as I find the right button. Oh, it's the one with the dollar bill. Here we go. Every single time I go to the wrong side, you guys, every single time I think I'm going to learn my lesson, and I don't. But anyways, thank you so much, Jason Allen. I really appreciate you. If you have a question that you want to ask, make sure you drop it down below so that I can get it answered. It's like, you know, as like a thank you, but thank you so much for your super chat. Super duper appreciate you. Oh, you got to run. Work takes work. I think that's well stated. I mean, yeah, work takes work. I love that. I'm also going to check in on the YouTube video. Dave is here. Good evening, Shelly. Just joining in. How are you? I'm doing awesome. I've run the full gamut of emotions. I'm in a glass box of emotion. If you know that movie, let me know. Also, by the way, A.L. Fisher, if you are still out there, I think I saw a putty cat. I think I saw that you had put in a comment saying that you would be willing to help out as maybe like a mentor, coach, whatever, helper person inside of the new Facebook group that I'm creating. And it's just like I said, for anyone who's now just tuning in, it's just a small Facebook group. I just started at 1 o'clock this morning because I had this idea that maybe it's just a safe spot where we can practice live streaming, and it's a place where you're welcome to go live, and it's not like one of those like all these, there's only a few rules. Okay, I mean, I guess we should talk about the rules. The rules are like, don't be a dick to one another, no hate speech, no cyberbullying, and don't share things outside of the group. Those are the rules. If you think you can abide by them, you're good. And that also means like respect people's privacy. It means like just because you're in a Facebook group with someone, it doesn't mean like instantly invade their DMs and start like messaging them, because that's not cool. Don't do that. So if you want to DM someone, you need to get permission from them, like inside of a comment or post or something. You know what I mean? Like, don't just be like in their DMs, because that's not cool, because that gets uncomfortable and kind of icky. So just be like, if there's someone giving you a whole bunch of value, say, hey, this is really, really awesome. I have a question about this. Would you mind if I DM you? So I guess I should make that more expressly clear. But no one's in the group yet because I just started it this morning. But if you want to look for it, it's called Keep It Simple Streaming on Facebook. And I think we'll just do some little fun challenges in there. Plus, we'll walk through, like I said, a browser-based streaming service. So I was thinking like Restream, because they have a free version, and we'll just go in, how to hook up stuff, how to stream, what to do, how to look at the camera and not the flip screen, all those kinds of things. So let's talk about that. Okay, it's Angelina says, hi. Hey, how are you? I hear you. Same here. Same. Stay strong. Yes, absolutely. Caliber Wings, I believe that I saw you also comment saying that you feel comfortable live streaming and that you would be willing to maybe help out, questions, answering, all that kind of stuff. So I would love that. So it's not just for brand new streamers. If you are someone who is a little bit more seasoned, you feel comfortable with live streaming, it has a question at the very beginning. Make sure you answer the questions when you're requesting access, because it says like, hey, I've never live streamed before, up to I would feel comfortable helping out newbies, because, you know, we want to make sure everyone is, one, welcome, but two, if you have knowledge that you want to share and you're willing, yeah, heck yeah. So let's see. Yes, good to see everyone. Good day, everyone. Graham Cracker JTV says, hey. And it's Angeline says, your vids have helped me so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Al, okay, excellent. So drop your guys' questions, because this is an actual Q&A, and I guess I could also go in and check Instagram to see if anyone actually left a question there too. I was supposed to drop my chat sticker earlier, and it didn't, because I'm bad. Anyway, because I had a really busy day, and I just, get off my back, people. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, here we go. We have one. Let's see. Wait, what's it say? I can't see it. It says, how do you do social media pop-ups? That's all I see. So if you are Juanito Flores 95, it says, how do you do pop-ups on social media? I have a video specifically on that. Is it on this channel or is it on the vertical video channel? I'm going to clarify, but I will put that as a comment. And yeah, it says how to do animated social media. You guys tell me if it's on this channel, if it's on the vertical channel. Sometimes I forget, okay? But I have that video already. So here's the thing right here. And we were talking about free versus paid and why people would pay sometimes for things that are free. Just like Bradley Vincent, who has stuff inside of Keynote as well. So I have these animated social media handles, right? So I can say Twitter and LinkedIn and all that stuff, kind of like these guys that are going to fly in. If I wanted to, I could have this set up in Keynote and then have the ability to either change out the colors or change out the text box for, you know, the actual handles that are being shown. Or if I was smart, I would have a blank generic one and I would sell people that so that they could actually do the colors and the names themselves and I don't have to touch it, and then have them be like, it's not the right color blue or shade of blue, right? Whatever. I would just sell them the template and say, hey, here's the template, and also include an animated subscribe button and also include maybe like an animated lower third or something that says subscribe to my channel. And I would sell that as a package for $10, $15. Am I having this epiphany moment where I'm just like, you should do this, Shelly? And then I would, if you have a merch shelf, such as the Teespring integration with YouTube, they just now started doing the digital product integration. So I can sell you this like and subscribe button animation right now, and you can see it in the shelf down below for $7, or you can buy it on my Etsy shop for $7. I could sell basically the template that has this, the animated lower third, the social media handles that pop up just like this guy, and sell that as a package for like $10 or $15. I don't know. You guys tell me. Would you like to see that? Maybe I will do that anyway, because if I already have the asset, once I upload it, it's just kind of like parking lotted there. And if people want to buy it, then that's their prerogative. Right there, people. There's another way that you can make money. Digital products. Yeah, and I bet you, I can tell you right now that I have made more from selling these little animated subscribe buttons than I have from the video about making the subscribe button. And that video has like 240,000 views or something like that. I've still probably made more selling the subscribe button on Etsy than I have from that video in AdSense. Food for thought. Food for thought, people. All right, let's see what else people are saying. Oh my God, big fan. Hiya. Margaret, hiya back. Hiya back to you. And we have, whenever I try to use chapters, they don't pop up on my video. Can you help? Okay, so here's the thing. Who was that? Jacker1112 or 1112, 1112, whatever. See, these are the things that my brain thinks about. Do you have timestamps that work? Is the first question. So if you look in the description box, are your timestamps actually clickable to go to that part of the video? Second part is, if you have timestamps, and I just did a video on this, was it last week, 2 weeks ago? Someone, if you want, put it in the link in the description for this video. It's like my latest Sunday video. I think it's 2 Sundays ago, maybe 2 Sundays ago. The only difference that you have to do is make sure to turn a timestamp into a chapter, is have one labeled with a 0:00 time frame, and then it will turn your timestamps into chapters. Yes, that was correct. Okay. Margaret says, how can you grow a YouTube channel fast? You have to make videos that your viewers want to see and keep people on the platform, and have thumbnails that attract people to your videos. And do it a lot, over and over and over again. So, was the video really, really recent? Yeah, I think it was like in the last 2 weeks, right? So last week was the how to do a big head effect in Final Cut Pro like Kathleen Lights. So it might have been the week previous. So it might have been the 2 Sundays ago video, which was how to do YouTube chapters. So someone grab that link for her and put it in the description, or in the chat for her, please. If you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying if you want to be helpful. I cannot even count how many iMovie tips I've used. The subscribe button videos help so much. Yay, that is great news. That's so awesome. Now here's the thing is, that video, as many people watch it, I also will get comments like, oh my God, this took too long. Why does it take so long? And those are the people who pay $5 or $6 to buy subscribe buttons. And how many of you have gotten that pop-up Instagram ad about creator assets and stuff like that? So people buy these things because it's just too much work to do themselves. So it's totally a thing that people buy these. Yes. Let's see here. It says, oh yeah, see, Dave's asking you, did you include the timestamp things, and did you add the 00s? One is asking, can I add on Instagram? Can you add what on Instagram? I don't know what you're saying. Margaret says, how long have you been doing YouTube? Interestingly enough, my YouTube anniversary is coming up around the 26th, 27th of this month. So that will mark, don't quote me, 4 years on this channel? 4 years? Is that right? I think it might be 4 years on this channel. Ugh. In January. But let's not forget, I had a channel before that with a friend for a year, and we were doing like beauty box unboxings and stuff like that, and I think we had that for about a year first. So total time on YouTube is like coming close to 5 years, right? And not enough people were telling me what's in your cup, and now there's some more people here. So now tell me, what's in your cup? What's in your cup, people? What's in your cup? Excuse me. All right. Do I have a pet bird I see in the bird cage in the background? Okay, so it is a little bird cage, but it's a decorative one, and it was I got it. It was like a Home Goods or Ross type of find because we were looking for like a little envelope holder for greeting cards for our wedding. So it was like at the front of the wedding reception, so people could like just deposit like their cards and well wishes and stuff like that inside of the little thing. And I just thought it was pretty, so I keep it. Most of the stuff in the background is now stuff that is like sentimental or like meaningful to me in some sort of way. So these shoes over here are from the Vid Summit 2018, where Gary Vee was a keynote speaker. I also attended the lunch that he had, and he signed those shoes for me, and I got to tell him how much I appreciate him and how much his video about haters by the dumpster that was filmed with such passion and fire, how much it helped me through a very hard time when some people were being extremely mean to me online. So mean to me, almost making me want to quit YouTube. These shoes over here are my wedding shoes. So obviously you can see that I've always had an affinity for sparkly things. Those are my sparkly shoes. This painting right up here, this was done by my former channel mate, the one that we had the beauty channel together. She stopped doing YouTube, and she for a while was doing these acrylic art pieces with like stones and rocks and different things. This one kind of looks like an ocean, and I wanted to be a very supportive friend, and I liked her stuff, so I bought this piece and was helping her through her art endeavors. So there was that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Pixelpia is back. You know what? Since you're here, let me play this one for you. Pixelpia, welcome back. You said that we are competing with D, and I don't blame you. D is very magnetic and fun to watch when he's streaming, and I always love to tune in because can we just talk for a minute about how much I appreciate his like nothing's gonna stop us now, like we're just gonna keep going. The man is stuck in Mexico and has been for I don't even know now, like 9 months, and he's still making YouTube content. He's still streaming. He's got himself like a little mini mobile studio. His studio looks better than a lot of people, and he's doing it all, you know, phone, mobile lights, mobile, like, I mean, can we just talk about resilience, perseverance, just the fortitude to keep going? Nothing is stopping him, and I'm so proud of him, and I love everything that he's got going over there on his channel. He still does his epic live streams, his production value, and so never tell me that you cannot get started on YouTube with just like a cell phone, because can we all agree that D's quality is amazing, and he's using like phones. And it's so awesome to see, because I love that it strips and takes away any excuse that people sometimes have about like, oh, I can't do YouTube because I don't have like a fancy DSLR camera and all these ring lights. And I'm like, no, like take that excuse and just nope, out the door with it, because D is just like living proof. He's got now what? I don't even know, 150,000, let's say, 1,000 subscribers, and he's doing this from a cell phone. Like, you've got no excuses, people. I love his story so much, and I know it's probably not the best being stuck away from, you know, his brother and family and everything, but wow, I have to hand it to him. I'm so proud of him. He's just doing amazing things, and I think it's going to be a story that is just in the marathon of YouTube stories. That is just an epic chapter. Can we get, yeah, D's not here, but can we get some like hand clap emojis for D and like his perseverance and how much value he continues to bring no matter what the circumstances are? Like, anyways, long story long, Pixelpia, I don't blame you if you're popping over to D's stream, because if it weren't for me streaming, I might be on D's stream too. And if you didn't see that, Pixelpia also has special emojis that she can use, and her name is in a different color because she's a channel member. If you want to be a channel member, there's a button down here that says join, and it will pop up a video and it will walk you through some of like what the perks and benefits are. And because I live stream every week, then you can use the special emojis, which I think I saw, and it was, yeah, it was the coffee cup, and yes, coffee, of course, seltzer water. Okay, yeah, sweet. Okay, we're coming back to questions. If you have questions, make sure you drop them. And if you're also just joining us, if you check the description, there is a link to, it's not a secret Facebook group, I'm just telling you now. It's going to be a small and selective Facebook group, and we're going to be talking about live streaming. We're going to be practicing live streaming. We're going to be supportive and kind to each other. We're not going to be creepy and stalk you in your DMs. We're going to be nice to each other. Yeah, so if you want to join that movement, it's called Keep It Simple Streaming. I have no members yet because I just got the group and got the idea last night. And yeah, it's going to be great, right? We're going to start ugly and just keep going and build upon itself. So if you want to join that, make sure you join. Okay, let me see. Oh, headphone thing. Did you guys know I was wearing earphones? I have different ones than usual, so you don't see the usual blue thing. I've been trying to make it look, because I don't know what it is, but I don't like it when you see like the headphones and stuff, because it makes it feel, but I need it to hear. Anyways, that's a side story you guys don't care about. But I do love these headphones, by the way, so FYI. Because I don't have to also fiddle with them as much, but the thing is I have to use an extension cord because the cord is shorter, and then every once in a while I sit on it or I move it with my foot, so that's not the best. So don't love that for me. Okay, we've got coffee, we've got water, seltzer water, just water. What is my goal for YouTube? The goal for YouTube, anyone who's been around for a little while knows, I want to hit 100,000, and it's for no other selfish reason than one day I want to plaque someone so badly and pull a Roberto Blake. And that is the only reason I want 100,000. That's it. Like, seriously, it's just been a goal of mine for years and years and years. I just want 100,000 subscribers, and I will keep making videos until I reach that goal. FYI. Thank you, Pixelpia. Yes, thank you. Yes, absolutely. He is a true inspiration. Yes. How do you get the pop-up on the live? If you mean pop-ups like this and pop-ups like this. These are made in Keynote, exported with a transparent background and used as an overlay, an animated overlay inside of Ecamm, which is what I'm currently using to push out to Restream to broadcast to all of these multiple places. I do have a video on how to make animated transparent overlays, and that was maybe 4 videos back, right? So we had Big Head, Kathleen Lights, we've got, I think, the YouTube chapters before that, and I think maybe the 1 or 2 before that was the animated transparent background overlays thing. So check that out. Okay. Caliber Wing says, I want in. Excellent. Join the Facebook group. I think the link is down there, right? Because I think on Facebook I linked the wrong description box. That was my bad. But I think on Facebook I did the correct one. So it should be down there in the description box, okay? And that big head video was really cute. Can we just talk, though, about how embarrassing it was? Like my giant head all distorted, and I'm like, seriously, can we talk about, this is a great look for me. So the things that I do for you guys and gals out there under the name of tutorials, you're welcome. It looks so awful. I look so bad. By the way, if you ever want to know what videos are coming out each week, check the down bar as well. Sign up for the email list. The only thing I email you about, though, is what the video that was released on Sunday was. So it just has a link in it, so you can go click and watch the video, and it's just a way to make sure that you're keeping up to date, because, you know, YouTube doesn't like to notify people that videos are going out. So if you want notifications about the new Sunday videos, then join the email list. So, okay. Sagale says, is it worth it for a small YouTuber to get Final Cut or wait? So here's the thing. I would say when it comes to getting better equipment, paying for better software, online courses, you know, stuff like that, I like to sometimes start with whatever is free or available or cheaper, and then if I outgrow it, then upgrade. So a few things I would say. If you're using iMovie and then you're like so frustrated that it only has one overlay, but like you're still able to make videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, make the videos and then see, like, oh, I'm so irritated because I have to like export multiple times to do multiple overlays, then do Final Cut Pro. Or I need these for plugins, then do Final Cut Pro. And if you're gonna buy Final Cut Pro, you can buy iTunes gift cards, usually at a discount, sometimes around Christmas or like on some websites and stuff. And then you can use those iTunes gift cards to buy Final Cut Pro, because Final Cut Pro itself never goes on sale. But the gift cards go on sale. You see what I'm saying? Saving you money. Also, if you happen to be a student, yeah, lucky, they do an Apple for Education bundle, including Final Cut Pro, Logic, the music one, and Compressor. I think it's like 4 softwares, and you get it for cheaper than Final Cut Pro or something. Like, it's stupid cheap, and I wish I could take advantage of it. I think same with Adobe. They'll do like a package for students. I wish I could take advantage of it. But I would say most of the time, a lot of people can totally get by with iMovie in combination with Keynote. Most of the magic sometimes is in Keynote. And until you outgrow it, I would just stick with those and then later transition into Final Cut Pro. Like my first 100 videos or more, because actually I didn't even count some of the ones inside of some of all of the ones from the Shelly and Jade other YouTube channel, they were all done in iMovie. So I would say you don't need to go to iMovie until you feel like you've really outgrown iMovie. And another thing, especially like with equipment and stuff, like you could go out and buy like $5,000 worth of gear, make one video or no videos and be like, I hate this. I don't like any part of this. Or you can, start with your cell phone and be like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And then be like, okay, I need it because to upgrade my gear because I'm 100 videos in. And you see what I'm saying? Like start with what you got. And then once you know better and want to learn more, then get better stuff. That's my advice. FYI. All right, I have to cough. 1 second. Oh, sorry. Alrighty, where are we now? We are at, what is the benefit of live streaming weekly versus uploading a pre-recorded video? Okay, let's talk about. There's a few things. In fact, you could do both at the same time and throw it in as like, okay, let me back up. Live streaming is great in a lot of different ways because you get practice with rolling with the punches, and that is definitely a skill, trust me. There are some people get on live, one thing goes wrong, their brain shuts off and they just like cut off the stream. And then there's other people who just work through the problem and they make it work. They just Tim Gun it, make it work, right? So if you're looking to grow your skills with public speaking because there's no redoing it, then live streaming might be for you. If you're someone who is short on time and cannot do another video edit session and all that kind of thing, live streaming might be for you. If you are someone who really likes to interact with people during and have that conversation and flow, that kind of thing, live streaming might be for you, okay? Now, you could also record a video and you could even do a live stream, and then you could play that video in the middle of your live stream. So that's what I'm saying. You could do both at the same time even. So if you worked really hard on a video, you could be talking, and be like, oh guys, I worked on this video this last week and I want to show it to you. Then you can even play a recorded video in the middle of your live stream, and that could totally be a way to do it as well. But live streaming can also be a great way for you, especially for newer YouTubers, to build up your watch hours, because a lot of the time people will stay on a live stream for longer than they would normally stay on in a bunch of your videos. So it can build your watch time faster. Hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes there isn't as much value for the people who are coming back to watch the replay later. So you either need to optimize by like doing chapters or, whatever else it is. So there's other tricks that you can do. But live streaming, I think it's so great though. I love it so much. And like I said, if you want to join and you're just nervous because you haven't done it and you don't want to go live to like, even if it is an unlisted one or whatever it is, and you're just nervous to do it, but you want feedback or you just want to practice, then join the Facebook group. But you also have to be willing to put in the work. So I might put out an assignment like just do a live stream for 30 seconds and like show us your cat or dog or pet or what you ate today or something like that, where you just got to get over yourself and do it. And because the thing is, it's like a muscle, and the more you flex it, the more you work it, the more you do it, then it's not going to necessarily be easier. It's just going to feel more comfortable. So hopefully that helps. All right. Let's see. It says, are you not using the over-the-head white headphones that you got and reviewed recently? Okay, so here's the deal. I have them. They are sitting right here. So these are some of the headphones. So this is the charger. This is the pair that I just got from Shure, which thank you to Shure, by the way, for sending these over. This is the Aonic A50, and these are Bluetooth, wireless, and all that good stuff. These, by the way, sound awesome. And they're like these heavy duty kind of metal. And I think we talked about this, but it has this nice amount of squishiness across the top. Here's what I don't like about this for while I'm live streaming. I want it to look like I'm talking to you and not like I'm like a streamer. Does that make sense? So sometimes I would much rather wear like these headphones and like hide it with my hair or whatever else it is, because it looks more, I feel, natural, like you would see my normal Sunday videos without all of this stuff. So I have them right here and I love them, but I feel like for live streams, I want it to feel like you're just sitting here having a conversation with me. And that's just a choice that I've made, because lots of times when people are streaming, they're wearing headphones. But for me personally, I don't know what it is. And also I feel like maybe my head is shaped funny, but I feel like my hair and like everything never looks exactly right when I'm wearing the over-ear ones, and I'm self-conscious about it. And that's probably too much information. This is another pair that I happen to also really, really love. These are the Sony's, these are the WCH 700s. These are also Bluetooth wireless as well. I just have them wired so that I don't have to charge them, and I can just plug them into my audio interface. And so sometimes I'll use these like if I'm editing, you know, if it's later or stuff like that. So I love both. I like those Shure ones. They're a little bit nicer. But those Sony's for a little bit less money, they're so good. They're so good. And while I'm streaming, this is a funny story actually. So these headphones that I'm wearing right now, they're actually a Bluetooth set, and they're, what I love about these are they're the ones that go kind of like inside your ear in a way, so that if you're laying down, like on your pillow, it's not like there's nothing pointing out, you know, and does that make sense? It's just like, it's like flat. It's like, so it's curving in instead of like having something that sticks out. So it's really, really comfortable, especially if you're like listening in bed or something like that. And I could not find them. I had a pair, could not find them, and then I got so mad that I've been tearing apart the house looking for them for the last few months. But at one point I just got so, you can go back and look at my Twitter, and I said this specifically, and I was like, how is it I can tear the house apart and be so flippin' angry when I'm missing one pair of headphones, when I've got like tons of other pairs of headphones in the house? And I'm like, no, that's not, I wanted these. And so I still can't find them to this day. They're gone. But I had actually the other part, which is the part to plug it in. I just didn't have the actual headphones, because these actually you can unplug them and then plug in the part that's like a Bluetooth battery pack and then use them wirelessly. But I used them plugged in, and so like I had all the cables. I was just missing the headphones, and I got so pissed off at myself that I just went on to Amazon last night or 2 nights ago, and I bought them again. And I was like, I was so mad at myself, but I did it, and I bought them again. That's how much I miss them and / love them. And you guys have seen every time I live stream, I have the little blue strings hanging down. So I try my best to hide it with my hair, but now I was just like, nope, forget it. I'll just get these and get them in black, and we'll call it good. We'll call it a day. Okay, let's see. What are we saying here? Talking about live streams. Yes. Okay. I did one last night with focus on my audience and what tutorials they would like to see right now. And I have a list of 32 videos to make. Yes, Pixel Pia. Love that for you. Snaps for Pixel Pia. If you guys are out there, give her some claps, snaps, all that kind of. Oh, guys, look what's happening with my overlays. What? There. Why didn't anyone tell me that it wasn't straight? I thought you guys were my friends. Wait, let me lock it in place. I'm going to whine about it for a second. I'm so irritated by that. How long has it been like that, people? I'm mad at each and every one of you right now. How could you allow me to stream like that? Okay. Congratulations. Absolutely. If you have an engaged audience and you want to ask them like, hey guys, what do you want to see? What kind of videos? That's a great way to crowdsource your next list of ideas of videos that you want to make, because you're hearing it directly from people. Yes. Bueno. Bueno, bueno. Mucho bueno. Okay. Candid and cute. Thank you. Thank you for indulging in my, too much information. The big head. Oh, yeah, the big head. I guess you're right. Like, there's really not that much now that I can really do to embarrass myself now that I've, like, literally put a giant meme-size head of myself as a thumbnail. And you know, it's really funny. Here's the real tea on that. I thought that thumbnail would actually do really well, but it actually has a horrible click-through rate. But at this point, I'm kind of like strangely, oddly proud of that thumbnail, that even though it has a low click-through rate, I'd be like, screw it, it's staying. It is staying, so we're just gonna leave it. Anyways. Okay. Margaret says, how do you get ideas for YouTube videos? Because I cannot always think of anything. Okay. Well, absolutely. You can, you can do like Pixelpia did and ask during a live stream. You gotta make a community post. I like to have it in a Trello board. So I like to have these kind of like pillars of content. So it could be like social media or vertical video or YouTube advice or iMovie editing or Final Cut Pro. And then I start to think of ideas that are kind of like, if you're familiar with Trello, it's kind of little cards underneath the main topic up top. So I can say like, big head effect like Kathleen Lights, or how to do skin smoothing, or how to install a plugin, or how to do whatever. And so all of those are under the column of Final Cut Pro. And then under iMovie, I have gotten so many requests to do like iMovie on iPhone or iPad. And I'm like, yeah, I should do that. But like adding that, or like even a special effect or a green screen on iPad, or moving titles on iPad, or whatever it is. And I would have all of those under that next column. And then under the vertical video one, I would be like Instagram story, and then Snapchat or whatever it is, and have all of those under that column. And then you can kind of, if you want to, cycle through, or just be like, which ones am I most interested in? Or what are the ones in a sequential order that would need to build upon each other to be able to do it? So it would be like, if I wanted to do the animated like subscribe button, the first video might be how to like recognize what's on your video timeline in a very basic overview of iMovie. The next one might be how to make an overlay, or how to do remove a background from an image so it has a transparent background, right? So that could be another video. And then the next video in that series would be like, how can I actually take that transparent image and then animate it so it moves around? And that's a video. How, you know, and export it so it's a video file. And then how do I take that animated file and put it into my iMovie project and then move it around with a picture-in-picture so that people can put the animated subscribe button wherever they want, right? So now you've got this kind of like, first do this, then do this, then do this, and you kind of build in order. Now, if I started with video 5 in that series, like the guy last night who told me that my video was awful, then maybe that isn't the best for your audience. There you go. That's a perfect example. He told me that I assumed that people knew how to have a transparent background image. I assumed that people knew how to bring it down onto the timeline. You know, all of these different things, which would actually be a sequential order. And I was like, well, you guys will see. I was like, I happen to like my video, and that's why I posted it on my channel. But thanks for telling me how awful I am. But I was like, I hope you find a video that actually works for you. There you go. Hopefully that helps. If you think about it, hopefully that helps you do your content in those pillars. You can crowdfund ideas in, like, throw it up on your Instagram story and see if people ask you questions there. You could put something out on Twitter or Facebook and see if people ask questions. Can you guys see all the sweater fuzzies that are flying around? I swear to goodness I should throw this sweater away because all it does is produce fuzzies that fly in my face. Hopefully that helps. Let's see. Mr. Jersey said, you probably skipped my question. Did I? Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to buy a new computer in order to get and use Final Cut. Any advice on which computer would be best for editing YouTube videos? Okay, so one thing that's actually kind of cool right now is they have released the new M1 chip Max, which even the smaller ones are saying are editing things like with Final Cut Pro really, really well. The fan isn't coming on. It's not getting overheated. It's working really well with Ecamm and live streaming stuff. So you might want to take a peek into some of the new M1s. I'm waiting for the new maybe 16-inch M1s with maybe 16 gigs of RAM, maybe to take a look at that. Because when you're doing Final Cut Pro, especially if you are exporting and working with multicam clips, a lot of like 4K clips, things like that that are really, really intensive, then sometimes it's better to beef up one that has like more RAM, stuff like that. So, yeah. And then I would also say doesn't need to actually be a MacBook Pro, because if you don't want to use Final Cut Pro but you want to use like LumaFusion on iPad, that works great. And it does 4K. So my friend Travis McP, he does, I think, almost all of his editing now on his iPad Pro and uses 4K clips. So is MacBook Pro the right, or if you want to use Final Cut Pro, then yeah, probably, because they don't have Final Cut Pro as a standalone app for iPad Pro, but just some stuff to keep in mind. All right. That makes sense. I don't know what that makes sense, but it sounds good. Hopefully. Yay! Totally get it on the headphones. Yeah. Naturally Lacey, hey girl, hey. I think I met you in the Clubhouse app, and then you followed me on Instagram, and that's how that works. And we can talk about Clubhouse if you guys want to, but hey, are my questions not showing up? Oh, they probably are. I'm just a chatty Cathy right now, and I'm not scrolling fast enough, and that has to do with my thumb. So this is where I'm at right now. It's very possible I'm just behind. Yeah, chat's not slow. I'm slow. I am probably asking bad questions. I don't think you're asking bad questions. I think I just haven't gotten to them yet. Let's see. I think my question got missed. Teresa Nicole. Did I miss a question? Let me see. Teresa Nicole. I will scroll back upwards. 1 second. Teresa Nicole. Coffee. Okay, how about this? Ask your question again. Because I'm scrolling and I don't really see anything. So just put it again. and I'm going to look for it, okay? Let's see here. I'm probably asking bad questions. Can you do the best settings for cameras? You know, that one, okay, so this is at 6:37. So right now, just FYI, I'm at the chat at 6:37 with Naturally Lacey asking about cameras. So just FYI, so you know where I'm at in the chat. Okay, best settings for cameras is really, really hard because it is specific to your lighting situation and your environment. So even if I told you all of my exact settings, like, hey, I use a 30 frames per second and my, my frame rate is 60 or something, and my ISO is at 120. I used to kind of double it. So if it's at 30, then I do 60 or 120 or something like that, or 125-ish. And then I put my f-stop the lowest that I can on my lens or something like that. It's really, really difficult because if you have way more light than me, or you're shooting during the day versus the night, depending on how far you are from the camera, depending on what kind of glass and lens and stuff like that, it would be really, really difficult because I could give you all the same settings and then you'd be sitting in your room and be like, I can't see anything because, the lighting's all different. So I would just say play around. And if you want to see some of the bluest videos you've ever seen in your entire life, go look at the old Shelly and Jade videos, or maybe the very first video on my channel. I think it was probably the bluest, greenest lighting. And oh my God, I thought I had it dialed in, guys. I thought I was just the bee's knees, the dog's tuxedos, the cat's pajamas. I thought it was so good. And now I look at it and I'm like, cringe fest 2021 occupant me. It looks so bad. So it's just something you're always going to be working on it, changing it, tinkering with it forever. There's videos from a year ago that I hate the light. There's videos from 3 months ago where I hate the lighting. So just the answer is experiment and play. Because also it could be very personal preference where I might like a very warm whatever setting and someone else is very I want the hyper saturated but very cool blue type feel. It's all personal preference, right? Because yeah, people like what they like. Metro booming, make it boom. I don't know what I missed with that. I do that in Google Keep. Mr. Jersey says, I had a couple of other questions, but believe she has not even seen what I write for some reason. Well, I'm seeing these. I'm seeing these comments. Doc Rock says, it's never awful, and said M1 Mini. Yes, get an M1. Get a Mini. I know that Ecamm is running flawlessly on the new M1s. I mean, you may not even also need a MacBook computer. You might just want a desktop computer. Like right now, I stopped streaming like with OBS and other programs in the past because the fan noise. Have you guys ever heard that where someone's streaming and it sounds like they're in an airport or a helicopter pad or whatever it is, and they're just like, it's so bad. So now I actually rearranged my room. Like I have a coffee table. You guys could see it. Like it's not looking that great. This is all smoke and mirrors, people. There's a coffee table-ish looking side table thing that I set my iMac on, and it sits in front of me with my camera. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, Caliber Wing says, I am on the Mac Mini M1. Yeah, perfect. Mr. Jersey says, you answered my question. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that we got this cleared up. That makes me happy because I wasn't ignoring. Just so you know, people, I'm never ignoring you unless I really just don't like you. I'm kidding, but I'm not. Okay. Pixelpia says, that is my problem I often run into. I forget that I'm making videos for beginners and I constantly have to remind myself. Yes, it's hard because you're like, what is the lowest level of entry point that I can get to? But then you're like, if I literally say something that's too like you're gonna have someone yell at you either way, right? Like, why are you saying this? I already know this. And then you have the other person like, I don't even know what you're saying. It's a really hard balance to strike when you're not actually talking with anyone directly in front of you, because we all make videos for people on the internet. And I don't know your level of experience, expertise, whatever it is. And so it's hard. We take a guess sometimes at where you might be at or where you might need to be at before you come to us to get the answer. Sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes it's exactly what you're looking for, you know? It's a hard balance to strike, but we're all striving. We're all trying, you know? I don't think all of us intentionally are coming out trying to make videos to be like, half of you are never going to get this. You know, we just mess up sometimes, or it's not a mess up, and, you know, we're just trying. We're doing our best. Okay. Oh, man. It, like, scrolled into a weird place. Let me go back. I'm saving up for a Mac Mini. I need to get back to Mac. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're on a Windows machine, right? Hey, don't forget, you can join the Facebook group because we're either going to do it, you can use your phone, or we're going to do like a browser-based one. So I was just going to use like Restream because they have a free version, and I figured we could figure out some stuff. And because it's also browser-based, it isn't specific to Mac like Ecamm is, or, you know what I mean? So like, yes. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Maybe we'll just kind of run through like Restream or something like that. Okay. Naturally, Lacey says, you are so graceful. I love it. Have you met me? I am clumsy. Yeah. I used to joke that when I was younger that younger. What is it? That I believe that there's only so much balance that people have in their lives. And when I was younger, I was a gymnast. And so I was like, I've used all mine up. Like for the rest of my life, I'm constantly tripping, knocking into walls. I cannot tell you how many times I've actually gone to sit down in a chair and like missed. That has happened multiple times to me. I can't believe I just shared that. Okay. It is just tea in here, people. I'm sorry. All right. Graceful. No. Everyone hit the like button if you like the stream and me humiliating myself. Hit the like button. Teresa Nicole, post your question again because I don't see it either. Oh, okay. So it's not just me. Post your question again. I'm not ignoring you. Put it in. Two-part question. I've got a couple of YouTube copyright flags. Uh-oh. For a song that I had a license and YouTube previously already removed the flag for the same song. And it says sound.com is working on this, but is there any advice to not have this type of copyright flag? just to, I use a song as a background while I talk. Any advice to avoid this? Okay, so let's talk copyright. So you can use a service like Epidemic Sounds, and if you're a member of TubeBuddy, by the way, if you're a paid member, if you check the member perks section, you can get a 25% discount to Epidemic Sound, just FYI. If you're also a paid member of TubeBuddy, you can get into Audio Hero, and you can download a certain amount of songs per month from their library for free. And you can use those songs on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and the such. And if you're also looking for more music to play in the background, I believe it's like the guy from Alpha Gaming Channel. He has a YouTube channel or a Spotify playlist. I think it's a Spotify playlist called Streamer Beats. And they have a whole bunch of music that you can play in the background of your streams, like 4 or 5 hours at a time, so that you won't get dinged with the copyright stuff. Now, the way that the copyright stuff works is if they get it in the background, because they have like robots and whatever listening for these things, then you either can get a strike or you can get basically a claim. And a claim is going to be where all of the money that you would get from AdSense normally is not going to go to you. It's going to go to the copyright holder. You can also get a strike, which is way worse, where basically they tell you to take your video down. And if you get 3 strikes, just like in baseball, you are out. You cannot make any more videos. But even if you get 1, you can also then be subject to things like you can't upload or go live for like a week at a time, or stuff like that will happen to your channel. But if you do get a strike, they also have like a rolling 90-day period. So if you go 90 days without any other violations, then it kind of rolls off. Now, the weird thing is a lot of the time people will use music that maybe they got from a website. I was like, no copyright sounds or something like that, but it's not actually, you can't always trust where you're getting your music from. Now, YouTube also has a music library of songs that you can download and use. Do check the description. Some of them will say you need to put like attribution, which is like, this song is from the YouTube music library and made by this person, Kevin MacLeod, or whatever it is, in your description box. Okay, so check that as well. But there are other services and stuff you can use, including Licked is one of them, where you can get a single license, usually for a popular, sometimes song, and you can use that in your video as well. You can't use it elsewhere, but you can use it in one video at a time. And FYI, you should also know that if you're doing something like cover songs, music, all that kind of stuff, even if I was to sing a song just for like 30 seconds, I could totally still get dinged, because I've gotten copyright claims, not strikes, claims on my musical channel where so my friend Dana J. Vine had done this coronavirus Rhapsody melody lyric change to Bohemian Rhapsody, and I sang it over on my channel, and I got dinged right away. Actually, every single video I've ever done on the music channel has been dinged multiple times, multiple claims. Even if I changed the speed, the melody, the lyrics, I got hit on the coronavirus Rhapsody video, though, for likeness of Bohemian Rhapsody, even though all the lyrics were different, because the melody was the same. So yes, they can still even scan for melody. Just FYI. So get your music from places that you actually can. Don't use the music that you're not sure of. That's what I want to say about that. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, different settings for different cameras. Yes, point and shoots, absolutely. The M1 Mini on FCP runs out 4K iMac 2020, except for a few plugins that need a higher GPU. Yeah, the minis, powerhouses. So if you don't need the portability of a laptop, then maybe check out the minis. By the way, if you guys didn't know, that's Doc Rock in here. Awesome live streamer, has also a Facebook group about live streamers. I get intimidated in that Facebook group because a lot of them, they're doing not only like 5-hour live streams, but they're like got some serious equipment. And sometimes I get like FOMO and I'm like, whoa, gear acquisition syndrome kicking in. Why don't I have a Rodecaster? Like all these things. So it's a great group. The people are very, very, very friendly. Lots of people going live lots of the time. So if you want to check that out, it's called Let's Get Live on Facebook. Kind of also a little bit of the inspiration of my Facebook group, the new one, the Keep It Simple Streaming, because I don't want to be intimidated by others with all the gear, but I don't want anyone else to. And I just want to share the love of live streaming because I think it's so awesome. Yeah. So if you want to join both, go see what it looks like, the pros look like, and then go see, you know, me in the Keep It Simple Stupid group. Anyways, let's see what else we got. I think we got both of the questions, right? Yeah, sound.com. You joined already. I will not get rid of you. Let me disprove the balance theory. I have been clumsy for 63 years. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Jersey says, thank you so much. Very informative. Did you even say the YouTube library songs need to have something in the video descriptions? I thought they were all free in the YouTube library. Free to download? Yes. Sometimes in the past, they would have what was called an attribution where they wanted you to put like, and they have like this blurb that they say, like, we would like you to put this somewhere in your description saying that you use this song and it's by this artist or something like that. So you can look because sometimes it will say free to use with attribution or something like that, which just means copy and paste this little blurb, put it in your description box, and you're good. So that's kind of what that means. Let's see if I missed anything over here on Facebook. Let's see. And yay! I think I had some people over here also saying that they are good for maybe even being a mentor inside of the Keep It Simple streamers group. So like I said, if you are also very comfortable with live streaming and you want to maybe coach, mentor, help give feedback to people who are not comfortable yet with live streaming, also welcome inside of the group. Absolutely. Totally. Okay. Any other? Pixel Pia is saying you can sort with or without attribution. Yeah, like I don't think the attribution thing is that big of a deal. You copy and paste a little blurb. You know, they're going to give you free music. You just say this little blurb so someone could know what song it is. But you can also sort by songs that don't require attribution. And so if you don't feel like putting the blurb in your description box, then use music that doesn't require attribution. They also have sound effects in there. So like if you're looking for something like a computer mouse click or a crowd cheer, something like that, don't forget you can also find some of those in the YouTube library as well. Okay. You're awesome. Big fan. Woo! Heck yeah. And you only use them on YouTube. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I will say one of my favorite, oh, we should do an episode on this, right? See, this would be another thing to keep back on my Trello board. And I think I said I was going to do it, which was favorite apps to make Instagram stories. And one of my favorite apps to make Instagram stories is the app called Spark Camera. And one of the things that I like about it, it actually has some music tracks already embedded in it. Those songs are actually from Epidemic Sounds. And I have found that if you use it on TikTok, Instagram, anywhere else like that, it's fine. If you use that same video for talking to all the people now, maybe creating shorts or other vertical videos, if you use that same music from the internal library of Spark Camera on YouTube, you will get a copyright claim, not a strike, a claim from Epidemic Sounds, and they will take your ad revenue. Just FYI, you should know that. Unless you're probably also a paying member of Epidemic, then I'm sure you could actually go in and file a thing, and then they would probably release that claim. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying. Anyways. Pixel Pia, I need to use this filter. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Any other questions? I will check Instagram one more time, too, because I did post the thing in Instagram to see if people also had questions there. And if you guys have any last-minute questions, make sure you ask them. Yeah, I think it was just the one about the social media thing. Okay. Anything over here? No. Anything on Facebook? I'm checking all the places because I don't want anyone else to come at me and be like, you didn't answer my question. And I'll be like, I didn't see it. And that's one thing is sometimes I don't like to also have all of the different places that I'm live up at the exact same time because it slows down the performance of my computer. So I just want to give you guys a better experience. Oh, shoot. Wrong phone. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? I'll play you guys a song. 1 second. Alright, so that was Triple T Thursday question and answer. That's like the longest title ever. That wasn't a very good title, was it? If you guys have any other questions, drop them as a comment. Make sure on your way out, though, that you leave a thumbs up on this and check out the Facebook group, which is Keep It Simple Streaming. And yeah, if you like these types of videos, make sure you also like and subscribe to this channel. Special shout out to all of my channel members, including Pixelpia, if you're still out there. If you want to be a channel member, then make sure you check out the link in the description so you can check that out. Also, check out iMovie Made Easy, because people do still buy courses, and if you need a reminder, you can see the very first half of my video where I was talking about this. Yes, people still buy courses. And I think, not to toot my own horn, like I said, but I think it's pretty good. And yeah, come check me out. Instagram, Twitter. My dog is choking on a hairball, just like in my video. If you watch the video, the YouTube Shorts one, then you'll remember how she did that. But I hope you guys have an awesome night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you on Sunday for another video and next Thursday for another episode of Triple T. Have a good night, guys. Bye.